Hello everyone and welcome back to Commonwealth Realm. Today, as we did for the month of September, we're going to be listing the best upcoming Nintendo Switch games for the month of October. 11 in fact. Why 11? Well, we just couldn't pick 10. That's how good these are. Just as a note too, we've listed them chronologically, not by our personal rank or anything like that. Regardless, we've got some real zingers here, so be sure to sit back and relax. Oh, and whilst you're doing so, please be sure to leave us a like, click that notification bell for updates on our latest videos, and subscribe if you haven't already. Anyways, let's begin. Sniper Elite 3 was and still is an amazing addition to the Sniper Elite series. Originally released in 2014, it is now being remastered in every sense of the word. Overhauled visuals, a new multiplayer and co-op mode, new playable characters, and even a new photo mode to share the gore with your friends. This really is the definitive way to play Sniper Elite 3. Alongside the game, however, is Sniper Elite 3 Ultimate Edition. This version will feature all of the DLC ever released for the original game. Also, in proper Switch fashion, Ultimate Edition will feature Switch-exclusive local wireless multiplayer and, of course, motion controls. The Switch has been a little lacking in Western-made shooters, so it's a very welcome addition to the already highly diverse library that the Switch currently has. Releasing on October 1st, you can purchase this game in its physical or digital format. If you love the original, you don't want to miss out on this. Who are you gonna call? Another remaster, this time it's relating to the Ghostbusters. More specifically, the beloved and very well received Ghostbusters video game from 2009. Get your ghost traps ready and warm up the proton packs because this one is looking awesome. As you would expect, a complete HD makeover, but also featuring the voices of all 4 original Ghostbusters for that added authenticity. It's a pretty simple update, no crazy off-the-walls extras, the same game but looking how it deserves to be. You'll be playing as a rookie to the team, as in the original game, and taking down some naughty ghosts, demons, and other paranormal creatures unleashed by a mysterious force. You cannot afford to miss this one if you're a Ghostbusters fan, like me. Releasing on October 4th, you can get this gem in either physical or digital format. However, please note that for those in the United States, the physical edition is a GameStop exclusive. This is likely to be the case across the world with your respective retailers, such as EB Games in Canada. The sequel to Ukulele is here. The Collectathon Banjo-Kazooie inspired platformer continues with Ukulele and the Impossible Lair. Run, jump and roll for a series of challenging 2.5D levels, experience a new hub overworld and solve puzzles to take down Capital B, the antagonist of the game. Sure to scratch the Banjo-Kazooie itch, there is sure to be an abundance of stuff to collect along the way. This is perfect for those of you who love the original and the genre of animals riding atop larger animals. That's one way to describe it, I guess. Regardless, the game will be releasing on October 8th for the Nintendo Switch. Oh, and it also supports cloud saves. Just thought I'd mention that. Killer Queen Black, a new game by Liquidbit, is coming to the Switch. Insect-themed and retro-stylized, the game is a strategic, team-based platformer where 8 players come together for some epic combat. With 3 roles to play, you'll discover that each has its part to play in the fabric of the team with their own strengths, weaknesses, and duties. Choose from 6 different battlefields that require their own specific strategies to navigate successfully, 5 different skins, and face plenty of AI to test yourself against. You've got plenty of options with this game. You can watch other players in spectate mode, keep track of your stats to analyze your room for improvement, and face off in 3 different types of online. If you're wanting to play just for fun, go into Unranked. Need a competitive flavor, go into Ranked mode. Finally, you've got custom matches where you can do virtually anything you want. The choice is entirely yours. Oh, and it has crossplay too. That's right, you can play with PC and Xbox players online. It's nice to see crossplay being used more frequently. However, you also can, of course, play locally with up to 4 players or 8 by connecting 2 switches. Plenty of choice here in every way. Releasing on October 11th, you would be crazy to miss out on this one. Yeah, I know that joke sucks. As of the latest Nintendo Direct, we now know that Overwatch is coming to the Nintendo Switch. What else is there to say? Everyone knows of Overwatch, at least having heard of it. Having the game in portable form is an absolutely great addition to the Switch, and in proper Switch fashion, the game will have gyroscopic motion controls in addition to the traditional analog control sticks for aiming. It is very much worth noting too that the game will come with 3 months of Nintendo Switch Online included with every purchase. This would represent a saving of approximately $7.99. This does make sense of course since the game, like Splatoon 2, is all online. Overwatch releases October 15th for the Nintendo Switch, but you can pre-order it now and get an exclusive Widowmaker skin to boot. Furthermore, if you purchase the game before December 31st, you can also get a golden loot box with at least 1 guaranteed legendary item. Regardless, if you loved Overwatch, then having it on the go, providing you have internet access of course, is a no-brainer. Just be aware that it will be 30 FPS, not 60. Now, since Joe already covered the next game on our list, I think we'll have a throwback and have some of his audio instead.
This next game has been leaked by retailers for months on end, and we didn't believe it would happen until they surprised us at E3 with that reveal trailer.
Witcher! Witcher! Oh, yes! Yes! Put it in my Polska!
How is this even possible? The Witcher 3 is one of the most packed and robust Western RPGs ever made, with gigantic open worlds and tons of content. How on earth is developer CD Projekt Red able to cram this whole game on a single 32GB cartridge? We may not know all the details right now, but what we do know is that when this console generation ends, The Witcher 3 will be remembered as one of the greatest. When we first played it, we were floored at the sheer amount of meaningful content the game packs. The main quest is great, but the side quests are a gold standard in how to create side quests, not to mention the expansions add a full game's worth of content within them. Yes, this is a port of a 4-year-old game releasing at a full $60 price. But trust us when we say that you will not regret buying the Switcher 3 Wild Hunt Complete Edition on the Nintendo Switch.
Game Freak is back, and it's not a Pokemon game? What is this? It's Little Town Hero. Set in an isolated village on the edge of the world, you will find one day a monster will appear. The protagonist will discover a mysterious red stone and use this as the source of his fighting power. As you progress, you will find how these stones and monsters came into existence, promising for a certainly very interesting story. Notably, unlike a lot of RPG games, you won't need to grind monsters repeatedly to level in this game. It's more strategy-based, encouraging players to use their own ideas and approaches to different battles. Furthermore, if you're a busy gamer who just wants to pick it up for a short session, Little Town Hero has you covered here too, being designed to make this possible. However, most unexpectedly, Toby Fox, the creator of Undertale, will be composing the soundtrack. Having listened to Toby's work through Undertale and his older projects, I have to say that this game will have out-of-this-world music. Toby is an amazing composer, and his position with Game Freak will no doubt make this world really come to life. We've had a good share of gameplay shown to us, and the design has a charming, stylized visualization to it all. Really quite unexpected from Game Freak, I have to say. Releasing on October 16th, Game Freak really have shown that this one could be quite the experience. Let's hope that we get a little more information before release to complete the image of just what we've got here. A Hat in Time, the successful and well-received title from Gears for Breakfast, has arrived on the Nintendo Switch. Whereas originally the developers stated in 2018 that they had no plans to do so, guess they changed their tune after all. This game, a throwback to 3D platformers such as Banjo-Kazooie and other Nintendo 64-era titles of the same genre, will not only be coming to the Switch, but also with some new features. The standard version of the game will be adding local full-screen, co-op play, and the physical version will get the Seal the Deal DLC, which was previously only available on PC. This DLC will be adding a new chapter, bonus levels, a new challenge mode, photo filters, and even cosmetic items. I bet one will be a hat. This will all be releasing on October 18th, so don your headwear and prepare to travel through space on a wild adventure with Hat Kid when this excellent looking game finally drops for the portable console. Now this certainly is an interesting one. Ring Fit Adventure is, as you may have guessed, an adventure game that uses all new accessories for the Switch to turn them into real-world movement and in-game actions. All of this in a quest to save the world. From what we've seen so far, players will be exploring an expansive world, battle enemies, and using real-life exercises and movements to execute in-game attacks. Dubbed the Ring Con and Leg Strap accessories, these will allow you to do things like jogging in place to move your character, squeezing the Ring Con to turn it into an attack, and much more. You will have 20 worlds that your quest will take you through, all with the goal of taking down a giant dragon. Classic stuff. The accessories certainly are interesting though. The Ring Con is actually a flexible electronic device that can provide resistance and uses the Joy-Con itself to respond to player input. The leg strap is a bit more basic, simply attaching a Joy-Con to your left leg. Now, does this all sound tiring to you? Worry not, you can adjust the game to your own level of skill, changing the intensity of the exercise. This will let you remain comfortable as you play. The game even has silent mode. This would be useful for those of you who live in an upstairs room or an apartment who don't want to be stomping on the floor and evicted by an angry landlord, or physically struck by a family member, as was the case with the NES's Power Pad back in the day. Regardless, Ring Fit Adventure releases October 18th. Honestly, I say this is probably the most interesting game on our list so far in terms of uniqueness, and solely from the accessories that it comes with. It's going to be well worth checking out even for the mere sight of how it all functions. Yet another remaster on our list, Super Monkey Ball Banana Blitz HD, will be making an appearance on the Nintendo Switch. The game is, as the name implies, a HD remaster and reinvigoration of the original released in 2006 for the Nintendo Wii. It will have 100 single-player stages, 10 multiplayer minigames, revamped controls, and updated graphics. A good all-around upgrade to the original, no doubt. I highly suspect we'll be getting motion controls of this one. After all, it is too good of an opportunity not to do so. If you're into rolling around animals trapped in capsules around death-defying heights, then I suggest you pick this one up. The game will be releasing on October 29th, and I have no doubt that fans of the series are sure to appreciate the update and the refreshing take on the game. I know I certainly do myself. Here it comes, the big one, Luigi's Mansion 3. We're quite lucky to know so much about the game. We've seen plenty of gameplay, got plenty of info, and it's shaping all around to be a great experience. With expansions made upon the last game, we've got plenty of new features to be excited about. 8-player multiplayer game modes, the new GOTY mechanic for puzzles and obstacles, an upgraded poltergust, and new moves such as Slam, Suction Shot, and Burst. Luigi just can't get a break, can he? Every dream vacation turns into disaster, this time in a hotel. It really should be called Luigi's Hotel. I guess that just doesn't sound as good, huh? And I really don't want to be inadvertently referencing Hotel Mario on the Philips CDI. Ugh. Regardless, be prepared to face King Boo when he inevitably captures Mario and company. Only Luigi can get them out of this one. Otherwise, it wouldn't be called Luigi's Mansion now, would it? Releasing fittingly on Halloween, October 31st, Luigi's Mansion 3 is sure to be everything it looks like, the best game of the series thus far. And there you have it, the best 11 upcoming games for the month of October on the Nintendo Switch. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you're new. Also, press that shiny notification bell for all notifications and not miss out on any of our upcoming videos. As usual, a big thanks to all of our patrons, including royal producers Kenyatta Ali and Bradley Carriage. You can join them too on patreon.com/commonrealm. This has been Leo and a little bit of Joe, and I will see you all next time on Commonwealth Realm.